Okay, so like as I was saying, we're talking about loops in Python programming language. Okay, and I gave you an assignment on loops to write a program that prints your name into 100 places. Now, traditionally, to do this, you write print print Daniel. So you'll be running this repeating this same line of code into 100 places. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
So if you repeat this into 100 places, this may be tedious and this code is not dry. So in Python programming language, there's a concept that is called don't repeat yourself. Please, while we are talking, you may exempt the exercises since I have the video recorded. You may exempt the
Yes.
exercises, then just be taking notes of some things. So to use a loop to do
Yes.
this, just write for I in range 100. This will run from 0 to 99, which is 100. Then I will say print Daniel.
Yes.
Instead of having to write Daniel, print Daniel into 100 places, just this line of code, two lines of code helps us to achieve that in Python programming language. Then there are types of loop. If you look closely here, this is a flow chart of a loop. So what it does is, this is the rotation. It goes this way, and it first of all check if condition is true, it will continue. Conditional code. Then if the condition is not true, then it will go back or go to the next line of instruction. So this is how it works. Here we have, okay, let me use something like 5, right? So this is how it
Yeah.
works. So first, we are going from 0 to 4 for I in range 5. So if you are say for I in range 5, you are going from 0 to 5. Sorry, from 0 to 4. If you say for I in range 10, you are going from 0 to 9. If you said for I in range 20, that means you are going from what?
0 to 19.
Thank you very much, 0 to 19. So this is how it works. For the first time is 0, Daniel is printed. Another one is, what's it called? 2, sorry, 1. Daniel is also printed. When it is 2, Daniel is printed up to when it is, because this in what it signifies is for I in range this will return 0 to 5, because that means that I is less than 5. Okay. So
Okay.
the condition here will be for I less than 5, then continue running. Then you have types of loops, which include while loop and for loop. So while loop repeats a statement or group of statements why a given condition is true. It tests the condition before executing the body. Then for loop executes a sequence of statements multiple times and abbreviate the code that manage the loop variable. Okay, now let me solve this particular question using while loop. This is the for loop of it. If I want to use while loop, here I will say counter. I think you guys did this part. Counter is equal to 0. Okay. So here I will say
No, this
while.
is the I think from here we missed the class.
Uh,
It's from here we missed the class.
okay, you guys did this part, right?
No.
Okay, it's fine. Let me continue. So here we say while counter is less than 5, then print Daniel. Then I'll come down here and say counter equals counter plus 1. Okay, now this is what it does. Here I initialize a counter, and I initialize it and assign a value of 0 to it. Now I'll say while counter is less than 5, is 0 less than 5?
Yes.
So now I will print Daniel, then I will add 1 to 0. It will become what? 1.
Okay.
Is 1 less than 5? Yes. I'll print Daniel, I will
Yes.
add 1 to 1, it becomes 2. Is 2 less than 5? Yes. I'll print
Yes.
Daniel, I will add 1 to 2, it becomes 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes. I'll add
Yes.
print Daniel. I will add 1 to 3 becomes 4. Is 4 less than 5? Yes. I'll print
Yes.
Daniel. I'll add 1 to 4. It becomes 5. Is 5 less than 5? No. It will stop
No,
printing.
it's equal.
Okay? It will stop printing.
Okay.
So when you run this, it will give you Daniel into two places. Okay, let me comment out this one. But you guys know about comments in Python programming language.
No, no, no. We've not
Comment.
done all those ones.
I gave the assignment to study comments. I believe you guys were there.
No. We're not
To
going
s-
for tutor.
Okay, your first assignment, please write study comments in Python programming language. Study comments in Python programming language. So this is for the for loop.
All right.
When you run this program, you are getting the same results. Daniel into 5 places. Okay. So the next thing here is nested for loops. So nested for loops is a for loop inside a for loop. So for instance, I want to run how do I specify it now? I want to okay, let me hold on for this nested for loops. Let's treat about list first before talking about nested for loops. Okay?
List.
Yes, list. We talk about lists is gradually after the list, then we'll talk about the nested for loops. Okay? So hold on. Next. Okay, we've done the syntax for loops, which is for car in this also. Okay, so now you can go through a text. For instance, if you want to print Daniel, like you want to print it line by line. Hello, if you want to print Daniel line by line, let me say you have something
Yeah.
like name equals Daniel, and you want to print one character
Yeah.
on a line. So you want to print it in such a way you have D, sorry, A, A, N, I,
Okay.
E, and L. Okay. If you want to
Yeah.
print it in this way, so you can come down here, you can say for character or for car in name. Okay. You can use for loops on string as well.
Okay.
You can say for character in name, then I say print car. Okay. So and when you run this, you get Daniel, which is this last one here. The first two we have up there is this first two line codes. We are sorry, this first two loops we have here. Then but this one where you have Daniel, now you are looping through one character at a time. Okay? You are saying name is Daniel. Now for character in name, that means for each character in this, I want to print one character at a time. Okay?
Fine. Okay.
All right. So that's that. You can as well use for loops on string as well. Okay. So this is Python loop with list. So we have to talk about list first before we do Python loops with list.
Okay.
Okay. We all know about Python numbers, right? We know about numbers, float and
Numbers is
int.
what?
Float and int.
Yes.
We know about user input when you want to receive input from a user. Okay. Is it? Hello.
Yeah, we're with you.
Respond now. You know about user input, receiving input from a user.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we know about if statement,
If. If.
where we say if age is less than 18. This is our first class.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We know about arithmetics.
Yes. Yes. We also have the file.
You say what?
We did file too. Like we created a file for the arithmetic. Yeah, I can't see those files again.
We created file for arithmetic. That was our first class. Then,
Yes, yes.
okay, it's fine. We've done while loop and for loop. Then break statement and continue statement. Let me first of all talk about break statement. Now, the break statement, what is used for is used to break, as the name implies, is used to stop the execution of a loop. You break out of it. You used to stop the
Okay,
execution of a
that's the
loop.
break.
Yes, sir?
Okay.
The break
Yes,
statement,
I think we met that class.
you met what?
When you were using the break to stop um, a loop.
Okay.
Mm.
What happened then?
That's the two last classes, the one
O-
before the last
Okay,
class.
perfect, perfect. Thank you very much. So you use a break statement to break out of a loop. So to do that, you come down and say, I think everything is recorded, but let me create another file and call it a break statement. So here
Okay.
you can say
So
for I in range 10, okay, if I equals 4, then break, okay. So what I want to do here
yeah,
is I want to print from where to where.
1 to 9.
Okay,
If
if I
one
is equal to
equals
4,
to
this else, then print I. So it won't print 1 to 9 in this aspect. You understand? It will only print 0. It's supposed to print 0 to 9, but here it will print 0 to 3 because I'm checking here. Whenever I is equal to 4, I'll have to break. I'll stop the
okay,
execution. But if I is not equal to 4, I'll continue printing. So it will print 0, print 1, print 2, print 3. And when I gets to 4, the execution will stop. So let me run and let's check that if it works. You can see that here 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that's what the break statement works. Okay. Let
yeah.
me comment this up here. Remember your assignment, comment in Python programming language. Then the next one is continuous statement because the break statement goes with the continuous statement. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So if I want to do this, I will say for I in range 10, then if I is 4, then continue. Then else print I. Now, this one now, basically what it will do is that when it gets to 4, it will not print 4, but it will print the rest part. So that's the difference between break statement and continuous statement. So it simply puts that the break statement ends the execution of a loop and break out of that loop, while the continuous statement escape or jump the current iteration of that loop and goes to the next one. So what we are going to see here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That will be the output for this last one. So when I run this, you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. There is no 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in some situations, you may need that, excuse me, you may need the continuous statement or the break statement, depending the logic you want to implement in your program. Okay, so that's how it basically works.
Mhm.
Then okay, we've done continuous statement. Okay, so what again? Okay, while loop break statement continue. I'll come back to functions. Let's treat other part. Okay, we've done the next thing we need to do is string method. We know about the string variable, right? Hello.
Yeah.
We know variable data type of string. Okay. So for here,
Yes,
we've done
yes,
that now.
yes,
You in the class. So string method. So
yes.
but what we're going to do is string method. String method. For instance, let's say name is equal to still Daniel. Please use your name when you get to this point. Now, there's a method means converting text to lowercase. Okay. So when you come here, you can say print
Mm-hmm.
name dot lower. Okay, this is a method that's called
This
name dot
string
lower.
method.
What it does is it change any character from uppercase to lowercase. You understand? If it is in lowercase, it will ignore the case. So when you run this, you can see that Daniel starts with D. Okay, let me write this as D. Okay, this is a capital letter, right? That Daniel is capital
Yes.
letter. But when I run this, you can see it prints this out in lower letter. Okay, so let me have name2 equals Daniel. So that will change that to capital letter. So I'll come down here and say converting text to capital letter. So I'll here print name dot. What do you think we use? Upper. So name dot upper changes the character from,
Oh,
sorry, you with me? I hope I'm not alone. Okay, so name dot upper, I think your network is restored now. Hello. Oh, I'm even alone. Okay. So name dot upper changes the character from lowercase to uppercase. You can see name2 here is Daniel, which is in lowercase. But if I print name2 dot upper and run, you can see it prints everything in uppercase. Then the next one is title case, converting text to title case. Okay. So when I say name2
case. So we
name2 dot
disconnected.
title, you say?
Our network disconnected.
Okay. So where did you stop?
The upper.
Okay, the upper convert text from lowercase to uppercase. That's what it does. And when I run that, you can see
Yes.
it prints everything from lowercase to uppercase down here. Then the title case. This is name2.title, the title method. What it does is it changes the first character of every word to capital letter. So if I say something like Daniel is a Python instructor, okay, and I run this, you can see that every first character of this statement is changed to capital letter. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Then the dot upper, what it does is changes all the character to capital letter. Okay. So that is that. Then another one is string slicing. Okay. String slicing. String underscore slicing. Now, let me see continue with a variable name of Daniel. You can use any text of your choice. Now, I want to get only D. What do I do? String slicing. I want to print only the character D in the name. So what I do here is I will print name then 0. 0 is the first character in this list. Sorry, in this string, right? This is 0. This is 1. D is 0. A is 1. D
Okay.
is 2. So that's how it works. Indexing.
N is 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if I want to print the first character,
Okay.
which is 0, if I run this, I'll get D. Then I'll say print, sorry, get the first character in a string or list or tuple. Okay. So I can come down here again. I will say get the last character in a string, list, or tuple. Okay. So here I can print name. To get the last character, you can put either -1 or you can print name. Then you use your hand to count this manually. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the last character is 5. The index of the last character is 5, or you can use -1 to access it. When you run it, you can still get LL for the first for the last character, which means you can use -1 for that or 5. Okay. All right. So how about you want to get from D to N, just Dan, DAN, from D to N. Okay. Slicing portions of string. So here we say print name. Now, since we are going from D to N, here we put 0, column, then 0, 1, 2, 3. Remember that the last one is not always printed. The last character here is not always included. So it will go from 0 to 2. So it will print DAN. All right. It will print 0, 1, 2, DAN. The last one is
Okay.
not always included. When I run this to give you DI, sorry, what did I do wrong here? Oh, sorry about that. It's from 0 to 3. So that means you are jumping.
Double.
Eh?
Mhm.
Hello? It's one column, sorry, not two. One column. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you run this,
Yes.
you are getting DAN. Okay? So if you want to get something like D to E, what you do is to come down and print
4.
exactly. Thank you very much. When you put 4, then you can see you get DA. Sorry, if you want to get E inclusive, but this is done. If you want to get D inclusive, you put 5 because the last letter is not always what included. So we need 4 here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So how about when you want to get something like you want to print D N E? You understand? When you want to get something like D N and E, you want to exempt other ones. You want to just jump one character when you want to print the next one. Okay. So what you
Mm-hmm.
do is to come down and print 0. You are starting from 0 name, 0 column, then you are jumping 1. So since you are jumping 1, you put 2 here because you are jumping one character at a time. Okay. So
Okay.
when you run this, you can see you get D, N, and E, and that's the same with this D, N, and E. Okay. So if you want to get only
All right.
D, 2, 3, and E, if you want to get only D and E, so you will come down here and write print name 0,
Name
then 4. Okay.
0.
When you run this, you get D and E. Okay. So that's basically
All right.
how string slicing works. Let me check if my
Whoa.
recording is working. Okay, it's still recording.
Is
All
it
right.
is
So
recording?
mm,
Okay.
please also be recording with your phone. Should I? I don't know, but just be recording with your phone also.
I can record from my end.
You can record. Just turn on your screen recording now on your device.
Samsung the record.
Okay. Then what else do we need? String. Uh, okay. We've done file handling, right? Hello.
Mm, I think we missed it somehow, not in full.
No, now I did file handling now, opening a file, reading to a file.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we did it. We
That's the
read,
last class.
yes, where we wrote our names in a file, appending to a file, writing to a file, reading from a file. Okay. So the next thing we need here is okay,
Dobra missed it.
she missed it. You will teach her now.
Your Brab is the reading class, reading the part.
Yes, I mean you will teach her. Okay, so how about um escape characters?
No.
Which one be no now? No be for una front I do print slash A
Oh,
and I did print
the escape.
slash N.
Okay.
Did I do something like this?
N, yeah.
I also included it
Yes, the
in the
N.
WhatsApp message. I send the image there for that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's do string concatenation and changing characters.
Okay.
For instance, let's say changing characters within a string. Okay. I have my name as what? Daniel, right? Then I will say name modified
Mm-hmm.
equals um um okay, let me just say first name is this Udokike. Alright. Then here I will say last name is Daniel. Okay. And I want to join these two strings together. I can do full name equals first name plus last name.
Like last
Okay.
name.
Yeah, so I can do that. And when I run this, let me print full name. Remember I told you addition operator on string is concatenation, addition operator on numbers is addition. Okay, when I run this, I'm seeing my full name as Udoki Daniel. You can see they are jammed together. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I want to give a space, I come in between here and put space, then I put another plus. Okay, and when I run that, you can see Udoki Daniel gets printed. Okay, so the next one, string concatenation,
Okay.
modifying this. Okay, so I can come down here and write first name equals okay, let me say first name. I want to modify the first character. All right, 0
Okay.
is equal to D. All right, so when I do this,
That's last name.
not
Or first
define.
name is. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I can't modify the item. I can't. It's not a list. Sorry about that. It's wrong. So, but this is how you do that. Okay, this is how you do that. You access the characters. You concatenate, joining two strings together. Okay, this is string
Okay,
concatenation,
together.
string escape characters, string method, and exercises. Okay, the next one is a list in Python programming language. Let me check up. We've treated functions anyways, but I will do that. If I can't cover it today, then I will do that in our next online class, which will pick any day that is favorable so that we can treat functions. Okay. So where we have string slicing, but what I will do is I will give you an assignment on functions
Okay.
because that's what I
Okay.
used to do. Anything I will be teaching next, I have to give you an assignment so that you read it when we are teaching it, it will not be a new thing to you. Okay. So string.
So I should write assignment function.
Hold on. Before the end of the class, if I can make up treating that, then we do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
this is list. Okay. List in Python programming language. You'll be treating list and tuple. Those are the two data structures we're going to treat in today. And I think I gave an assignment on dictionary.
Yes.
Did you guys do that?
No. Sorry.
Dobra Yunko.
Only find out about list. We only did the list. We only did the list.
I gave for list, study list, dictionary, and the tuple
Topo,
before the day we
dictionary,
treated it.
complex,
And thank you very much for reminding me. And complex too.
we wrote something came up. That was when our Jaga Jaga started.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Hold on. All right. So here we'll be talking about list. Okay. So a list is a data structure in Python programming language that stores items. Okay. To define a list, you write the name of the list and assign it to using a block bracket and assign many things to it. You can see list one, this, and this, list two, this, list three, and list four. So what I'll do, I'll just copy the whole of this and paste so I don't have to type more. Okay. I'll come down here and I'll write Python list.
On that list.
Python list. And when I paste this, I'll get exactly what I want. Okay. This is basically what the list is in Python programming language. So if I want to print this Rohan, let me change this to my name, please. Then let me change this to physics is fine. If I want to print this Udokike, how do I get that? Remember that this is a list and each item has an index. Okay. So
Index, yeah.
print the first letter in the list one. So you can say print list one, then zero. Okay. If you want to print the last
Mm.
item, print the last item. Dobra, how do I get the last item? Uh,
Under
you can do
list one, which is name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
0, 1,
No,
2,
it should be
3.
five.
No, hold
It's
on.
five.
Hope pay attention. This
Is
is a
it the
list.
item? Okay, item.
This is one item in the list. This is
Okay,
two, this
okay.
is three, and this is four. So I have four items
It's
here.
three.
Their index ranges from 0, 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3.
You can either put 3 or you use -1 to get the last item, 0 to get the first item. Okay?
Okay.
All right. This is to get the last item. Then if you want to loop through it, because for loop was actually developed for list or data structure in Python programming language. So we say for item in list one, then I'll say print item. You can come down here and use another method and say for I in range
Range.
len list one. Okay, now this is what the len list one will return. It will return the total number of item in list one, and inside here we are going to have what? 4. Okay, that is what len. Let me first of all show you the output first. Then print list one, then I. Okay, I'm going to comment out this, and then I'll print len list one. Okay, so when I run this, I'm expected to see the total number of items here. And when I run that, I'm getting 4 here. Hello, this is the last item in the
Hi.
list one. This is first item in list one, and this is the total number of items. So let's count and ensure our program is right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the total number of items. But the index of this item, the first one has index of 0. So it runs from 0 to what? 3. Okay. So
Yeah.
when you go down here and uncomment this, you can see that this will print the items and this will print them using their index. This will print them using the count of the element. When you run, you are going to get exactly the same thing because both of them will do the same thing but in a different way. Here we have Dokike Physics 21 and 69.75. Here I have Dokike Physics 21 and 69.75. Okay,
7, 5.
so changing the items in a list. Changing the items
Are you following?
in a list. So here I can say list one, then zero. I want to change the first character in that list to Daniel instead of Udokike. Okay. So let me first of all print the list before the changes and after the changes. Okay. Then if I say list one is zero, then I'll print down here after the changes list one. And when I run this, I'm going to get can you see Udokike is here, but for here Daniel is here. All right. So that's how you change the item in the list.
Yeah.
Just access the item with the index number. When you can do the one of list one, then two, then I'm changing it to something. Okay, it's not supposed to be inside print. Okay, so when I've done this, when you go to the list two, which is 21 012, okay, so when I print this list one now, 21 will change to something else. What the sorry will change, 21 will change to something. So let me print it up here before the change and after the change. List one, then I'll come here and print after the changes. And when I run this, here you can see the effect. Can you see 21 is replaced with something else, right?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's replaced with something. Yeah. So that's that for list. And then we have you can join two lists together by saying list one plus list two. Okay. When we have say joined
Okay.
joined list, you can have list
Oh, it's
one
recording. Hmm?
plus list two. You guys recording, right?
No, no, no.
So when you print joined list, it will be the addition of the items in list one and that of list two. So let me run and show you the output. You can see Daniel physics something 69, then 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So we go to list one. This is list one. This is list two. So if you join two lists together, another longer list is formed with the elements in the first list first before the one in the second list. Okay.
Second list. Okay.
So that is that. Let me go back to what we have here, then continue. So the same slicing that is done on string can as well be done on list as well. Okay, you can say
Okay. Okay.
list slicing. Okay, you can
Right.
say print.
Okay.
I want to print list one 0 to 4. Okay, so it will print 0 to 3. Okay, when I run this,
Yeah.
I'll get one and everything, which is everything in that list one. Okay, so here I can come down again and print 0 to 2, so which will print the first two, okay, which is Daniel and what physics. All right, so I can come down here
Yeah.
and what again, I want to get the first item, jump the following item and get the next one, so I want to continue it that way. So here I'll put 2. When I run it, it will get Daniel and something, because if you print Daniel, you will jump this one, you print something, you will jump this one, there's nothing to print again. That's why we have only Daniel and something. All right. So basically, the list operation, I mean, the slicing operation that is done on string is as well done on list. Okay. So that is that. Let me go if you have something very important. To access the last item in the list, what do you do? Or,
To
Dobra?
access the last item in a list
Yes.
is to get the index of the last item.
Okay. So you use -1. Okay.
Okay, -1.
Okay, so for this list two,
Oh,
they are made of numbers. Okay, you can do some mathematical operator
yeah.
on list two. So you can come down here, you say mathematical operators in a list. Okay, spells mathematical wrongly. So here we have list 2, right? Okay, so here we can
Yeah.
print sum list 2. What it does is it sum all the element in that list. Okay, so let's print and see the output. You will now see 15. So let's check list 2 and see if it is actually 15. Okay, 1 plus 3 is 3, right? 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is
Yeah.
10, 10 plus 5 is what? 15. Okay, so you can
15.
say yeah,
Okay.
it's 15. Get the mass number in a list. Okay, since we have list 2, we can say print max list 2. All right, so when you run this, and you can print out that 5 is the maximum number in the list 2. Okay, is it not
Okay.
5? The maximum number in this
Can we
list.
also do for minimum? Yes, it's
Perfect,
5.
thank you very much. So you can say get min number
Minimum
in a list, and we can say print min list 2. Okay,
list 2.
2. So it's expected to be 1, right? So let's run
Yes.
and see if it is 1, and the answer is 1 down here. Okay,
1.
so you can
Okay.
do something like list.count and print list2 dot count. So what do you want to count? I want to count how many 5 is in that list. You understand?
Okay.
So when I run this, it's showing me that is only 1 5 is in the list. So let
5.
me modify the
Okay.
list and put 5
2 5
again,
or 3 5.
5 again, 10,
Mm-hmm.
1, and 3. Okay. So when I run this to know the number
Okay.
of 5 that is there, is now changed to 3 because it is now 5 3 in the list. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
3 5.
what else can we do? We find the mean, the median. We can as well find the median as well. So
Average.
thank you very much. But for average, you have to do a little bit of formulation there. Like you have to first of all get the total sum of the number in the list and divide it by their count.
Okay.
Yes, so and divide it by their count.
Okay.
Then you can use a member. I've told you about len. Len returns the total item in a list. You can do print len list 2. Okay, this returns the total item in a list. And when you run this, we're going to see that the total number of item in list 2 is 10. You can go back there and count. They are up to 10. 1,
Count
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
2, 3, 4,
7, 8,
5, 6,
9,
7,
and
8.
10. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah. So what again? You can get the mean value, the mass value. What again? What again? And that's that. That's that. That's that. You can sort item in an ascending and descending order. Okay, I mean you can
Order.
sort list in an ascending
Okay.
and descending order. Okay, so the next one is tuple. It's also a data structure in Python programming language, but tuple and list are closely the same. But the difference here is that tuple uses parentheses to form the element. So in this place where you have block bracket, you have to have um what's it called? Parentheses for that. Let me create a new file and I will name this file tuple. Oh, Python tuple, fine. Python tuple would be fine. Python tuple. Okay. So to create a tuple, let me go if our lecture have something that I can copy immediately and paste there instead of typing them out myself. Okay. Uh,
Mm.
this is accessing list. We've done this. We've done this. Done this. Fine. Let me go back and functions. No, 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 no. String. No, no. List. No, 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 no. And tuple. Okay, perfect. So this is what we need. All right. So this is the tuple. Okay. So I have to copy this, the whole of this, and paste it here. Okay. So you can see the difference between a tuple and a list. One of the differences is that list
One
uses what? Square bracket, and tuple uses parentheses. Okay? All right.
bracket.
All right. So
Yeah.
hold on, let me check if the recording is going on. May not be said I record only myself. It does happen. Okay, so this is a tuple. Okay. So when you come down here, if you want to access the first item, getting the first is wrong. Getting is wrong. Getting the first item in a tuple. Okay, and print tuple one. Okay, zero. It's still the same thing with what's it called? Still the same
List.
thing. Yeah,
List.
it's still the same thing with the list, but the only difference now is you cannot change the item in a tuple after defining it. So that says that a list is mutable and tuple is immutable. So tuple is immutable in the sense
Okay.
that upon definition, the element in a tuple cannot be changed, but the element in a
It's
list
constant.
can be changed. So you can do this to access the first
Okay.
element, get the last element. Okay, so you can do all those things, slicing. Okay,
Okay.
you can do 0, 2. Okay, then when you run this print, oh, sorry, sorry,
What did you happen?
this is supposed to be tuple 1. Okay, so you can actually do the same thing. You can see I can get everything here. This is the first element, this is the last element, this is the slicing that I got. Okay, but
Yeah.
what you can do with tuple is tuple are immutable. Okay, you can do
Yeah.
tuple 1 equals 2. Okay, you can't do this. When you hover over this, it says tuples don't support item assignments. You understand? So upon creating a
So
tuple,
press.
yes, upon creating a tuple, you can't change it anymore. You can't change it
Okay.
after creating it because tuple is basically immutable. So most of the time it is used to store IP address of users so that once you've entered your IP address, there is no way to change it anymore.
It is solved. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So that's that. Okay. So everything you can do in tuple, you can as well do it in a list except mutability and immutability of tuple and list in Python programming language. And also note that tuple uses parentheses for defining each element, while a list uses block bracket for defining each element. Okay. If you
Yeah,
go
that's
through this, you can see that
fine.
they are all the same way. They are all the same way. Okay. So that's basically what it is. Okay. So you can even add two tuple, which is this tuple 1 plus tuple 2. Okay. So that's basically what it is.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to delete an item from a list, I think I forgot to do that, but it's simple to do that. If you want to remove an item, maybe you want to remove Udokike from list 1. Let's come down here and say deleting an item from a list. Then here you can say del. Sorry, let's first of all print.
Zero.
No, let's first of all print list 1, and let's say del list 1, the first item. Then let's print list 1 again. Okay, so let's run this and see the output. Okay, so if you see here, we have Daniel, but here Daniel is not here. Can you see that?
Mm.
So that's how to delete an
Yes.
item from a list. Okay, you can as well insert an item, inserting an item in a list. To do that, you can say,
but not in tuples.
sorry.
All this cannot be done in tuple.
Yeah, you can.
Deleting, adding.
No, you can delete. You can delete, but you can add into a tuple.
Okay.
Yeah, tuple
Okay.
does not support reassignment. So here you can do um what's it called? Hold on.
We'll get them.
Okay. All right. So inserting an item, we can do list dot. Can you see what I'm saying here?
Yes.
List dot count index Priya, you should know about index.
Yeah. Yes.
Can remember how we got the index of particular username?
Mm.
Okay, so fine. So we can use list dot insert. So what do you want to insert? I want to insert um Python. Okay, then let's go ahead and print
Okay.
list one, and you will see Python
This
included.
one will be added.
Oh 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 oh.
Fix it.
Sorry. List insert. Where do you want to insert it? That's what it basically
Okay.
does. Dot
In the
insert. Where do you want to insert it? I want to insert it in position 0.
index. Okay.
So I want it to be the
Okay.
first one. Then what is it you want to insert? I want to insert Python. Okay?
Python.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I run this, I'll get Python here. If I add another one again,
You state the position.
yes, I'll
You
want
say
to
the
add
index.
Python. I'll add Python programming language. Okay. When you run this, you can see Python programming language is now first. This is now coming second, and the rest. Okay. That's a certain
Yeah.
item in it. Okay, just call me now. That was, I mean, it went through my mind that was why I I checked, like, I mean, to include that in our this thing. Okay, so what else? What else? What else?
Okay.
You can see this is as well done on Topo, which is length to get the length, mass to get the maximum number. Dobra, what does mean do?
Minimum
Dobra, why did you do like
number
this
to get the
now?
minimum number.
But why you do like that? You know they
She don't
here.
dey stress.
Hmm?
I'm
Okay,
here.
you are what?
I'm here. You asked me if I'm not here. I'm here.
Okay, list and tuple is on. Please, I hope you are taking notes. The next thing we need to do is list comprehension.
Yes.
List comprehension. List comprehension. Okay. List comprehension is basically a way to write just one line of code or run all the expression that will form a list of items in Python programming language. If that is not enough explanation, let me show you practically what I mean here. List comprehension. Okay. So now, if I ask you to define a list in Python programming language that contains number from 1 to 5, please confirm if this is right. Numbers equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it right?
No.
How is it not right?
The first item supposed to be 0.
This is the numbers now. This is the item there. Is the index
Okay,
of the first
numbers. Okay,
item.
the item. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so if you go down here to print this, print numbers, okay? So if I print numbers, I'm going to get exactly this thing, right? So let's run and
Okay.
confirm. If I run that, you can get exactly this, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we're with you.
So this is list comprehension in Python program. Sorry, this is list in Python programming language. But what if I told you that I can come in here and say I for I in range 1, comma 6. What we had in there before was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
This expression I have in here will generate 1 to 5 for me. So when I run this program, I'm still getting 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Some minutes, please. Okay, so um the importance of list comprehension is that, for instance, if you are asked to write a program in Python programming language that prints even numbers between 1 and 20, okay? Even numbers between 1 and 20 includes 2, 4. In fact,
Four.
Dora, list even numbers between 1 and 20.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Okay, okay,
12,
thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll come down here to write a program that prints even numbers between 1 and 20. Here, let me say even numbers, okay, is equal to this. This means this is an empty list, okay? Now, since this is an empty list, I will now say
Mm-hmm.
for I in range 1, comma 21, because we are going from, we said between 1 and 20. So we have to go from 1 to
1 to
21 because,
20 years.
yes. So now I'll here come back here and check if I modulus 2 equals 0, that means it's an even number. Okay? I'll now say even number dot
I
append
to 20.
I. Sorry?
Yeah, percentage. What did you call it?
Send what?
Percentage. I percentage
This is
you.
modulus. I've thought about this in class.
Okay.
Modulus operator.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? So when you look at this now, this even number here is a list. If you want to add item to a list, you can use the list name dot append, then the item you want to add. So here we have even numbers dot append I. I is the item we want to add in this. So, but before we add that in there, we have to check that the number is divisible, is evenly divided by 2. Okay, so when we run this, we are going to
Okay.
see 2, 4, 6, 8 down to 20. But let's first of all run that to
20.
ensure that everything works fine. Okay, so print even numbers. And when I run that, I'm going to see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 14, 18, 20. This is correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, now this is normal method. Normal method. Let me say traditional method. Okay, so here I'll come down here, I will say list comprehension. Now let me show you how important least comprehension is. So here we say even numbers equals open bracket. I want to say I for I in range 1 comma 21 if I modulus 2 it gives me 0. This just one line of statement will generate exactly what you did using how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that? This one line of statement will generate exactly what you did here. So I can come down here to print even numbers. So let
Even number.
okay, let me say even number comp. Okay, so that they will be different. So I will still come down here and say even number comp. Okay, you still there?
I mean comprehension.
You see there? Okay, so when I click on run, can you still see my screen, please?
Yes.
You can see they are the same. Okay, so they are exactly the same. So this is just 2 lines of code and this is just 5 lines of code. You can see how important list comprehension is. Okay, so now you cannot actually use this only on list. You can use it on dictionary and you can as well use it on tuple as well.
Okay.
You guys have heard
Okay.
about dictionary before?
Yes, you asked us to do assignment on it, but it's part of the things we couldn't cover.
Okay, so you have to do the assignment.
Okay.
Please ensure to submit all assignment before only either you or Dobra, because if anyone does, that means the other can as well start from there. So, but I need it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Dobra will not be going to Bayelsa with you now. Any day that she doesn't know Unicus.
She knows.
Uh-huh,
The
now,
mom can bring her.
the other days that you are not available, she should have been coming now.
No, we've been coming.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So you can do this using list, sorry, tuple. You can come down here and say tuple comprehension, even number, tup, then I will change this from block brackets to parentheses as used in tuple. So here I will put tuple, then tup for the variable name. Okay, and that is done. When you run this, you're still getting the same result, but here is a tuple, here is a list, and here is another list that was generated using the traditional method. That's that for list, that's that for tuple, that's that
Your,
for string and its method. Please ask your question before we continue. And again, if this class is getting
your
too
screen just went off.
just went off,
Can't see anything again.
but it's just now, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me share again. Okay, entire screen, this and this. Okay, how about now?
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
GT don't
Yeah.
join. GT,
Give me
Gita,
sir.
don't come and disturb here.
what you they do
No,
here?
no, I'm not disturbing you.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, okay, it's fine. So let's continue. All right. Um, um, Dictionary. Okay, that's the assignment. Okay, file handling. Do you need me to do anything on this file handling? It's just very simple. Opening a file, writing to a file, opening a file, reading from a file. Priya, you can teach
Yeah.
Dobrana. You can teach her,
We
right?
can just do little. We can just do little. Just rush it. Just rush it. Please.
Okay, so this was there. here. So you can say what's it called? Files, Python files. Okay. So it's simple. To open a file, you can say file equals open, then file name, then next one is open mode. Okay. So I want to choose a file name here as says student records. Okay. So I have to choose
Mm.
the opening mode of here of write. I want to write something to this. Okay. So I'll have
Right.
I'll have file dot write. What do you want to write there? I want to write student name of Dobra, and I will use comma there.
Yeah.
I will use
Mm.
no, just one line for person. Okay. This is .csv. Let me use CSV file. Okay. Dobra.
Okay.
What again? I want to put her name is Dobra. Okay. Okay, let me say the first line of this now I want to write is student name. Okay. What again? Math number. Okay, and CGPA. Okay. So when I run
Yeah.
this,
Okay.
after opening a file, writing a file, then file dot close. Simple as that. JT should
Okay.
know
So
this. When I run this, the
just
program runs and is done. So you can't see anything on the screen, but when you check your files, you can see that student file.csv was created. And you can see it here. Okay, can you see
yeah.
it? So you can go back to your code. You
Yes.
can go back to your code and include other things as well. Where is Python files? Okay, you can run this program again and input. Let me copy this because we need it, and you put Dobra. Okay, the math number is UNICA slash 2024. Okay, slash 2024
Unicus.
slash just Unicus campus. Okay, slash 2024. Then the CGPA
Okay.
is 4.5. Okay, so when I run this,
Mm.
it got executed. But when we check this file, you can see that the first content of the file is gone. What happened? When we check this, you can see that the first content of the file is gone. You understand? Why? Because we open this in a write mode, but not in an append mode. So, but if you want to retain the
Mm.
other file that is in the program, I mean in the file, the other content of the file, you have to put it in A, which is an append mode. Okay? So first of all, come down here
Mm-hmm.
and rerun the program we had before. Run it is done. Then we check this. You can see the name, sorry, is in append mode now. That's why we have this. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me reformat so that we have it as expected. So I'll come here. When you are done for the last one, you put a new line character. Slash n means new line. Okay. Then this, then you put new line
Mm.
as well. But I'm going to take out this first. So that I will write name CGP and the other one. So in my file, I'm going to take out the whole of this, save, then I'll run this program again. Once it's done, you can check we have student name, math number, CGPA. So I can come down here to put pre. Okay. So once I've Dobra. Once I have it there, I run the program, check the file again, close this. What's happening? Then you can see, did I cancel it? I don't think so. Yeah, so that's that. It's opening in a new window. Why? Okay, you can see Dobra, Unica, and what's it called? And CGPA. So
CGPA.
yes,
CGPA.
yes, perfect. So we can run this file again to add other person name. Myself, Unica 2025. and 5.0. Okay, so when I run this and the program is done, when you check the file, you can see it's going to the next line that way. So you can as well go back there again to enter pre, then 2026, because what's it called? Matriculation number is unique per person. It's like an identifier. So when I go back
Yeah.
to this, you can as well see. So when you keep on adding, you keep on entering to the next end of the file. Okay. So now you can do what? Read. This is
Yeah.
writing to a file. You can read from a file. Okay. So let me go down and comment as reading from a file. Okay.
From file.
So now since we have this, you can say file. It must not necessarily be file. You can say student records equals open, then you have to put exactly the same name of this file. If not, it will tell you file not found. Okay, because this is what we want to read from. And
Mm.
here in the open mode, you have to put R for the reading. Here you can say student record dot read lines. Okay, read lines to means to read all the lines in the file. Okay, so we now say student record dot
Mm.
close. After opening the file, please endeavor to close it to release computer resources. Okay,
Close.
yeah, so when I'm done, I can say students equals student record, then I can come down here to print students. Okay, so if I run this, I'm going
Sorry,
to
I want to ask a question.
okay.
When you put the ash, when you put this ash on the before you, does it mean the file when you say run, it won't read those ones?
Thank you very much for the question. That's why I say you should learn comments in Python programming language. Comments helps you to ignore some code
Okay.
or add some meaning. You can see reading from a file, just telling you what you want to do
Okay.
there. Okay. So please endeavor to study comments. It's very
Okay.
simple to
Okay.
use and it's good to know it. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So that's that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? That is opening, closing, reading, and writing file. Okay. I don't think you need much there. It's as simple as that. And the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you develop, and the more you
Mm.
expand. Okay. Python set, not
Mm.
dictionary, dictionary, dictionary. Okay. So in our next class, we have to do dictionary and functions in Python programming language. And we have to do this before Thursday. I won't be coming to class on Thursday. I may come on Friday. Yeah, I may come on Friday, but I won't be coming on Thursday. I have to stream with October first.
So we
Um,
are
I'm ending the video now.
okay.
The call should be on, but I'm ending the video recording. So let me try
Okay.
a way to upload and send. Don't be small sending. No.
All right.
Okay, stop recording.